Is it working? We don't know. I think it's working. That looks like it's. I don't. We ain't getting visual. There it is. All right. Perfect. Da, 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 da. Sweet. So, um, we're back. It's been a minute. It's been like 10 days. 10 days. I added a couple of things to the DevDoc to-do list thing. So if we go and we look at how the program works right now, we still have elastic collisions. We can fly. That's nice. But we have a couple of issues. So first of them being, you can see when I'm clicking and holding the mouse, the point that's attached to the block is in fact moving, which is not good. So I gotta fix that. Right, and I believe that's what I wrote down. Yeah, the other three sides of the Higgs box, that's a problem, and I also want to. I also gotta, right, yeah, I gotta make it work with the other three sides of the hitbox, because right now it only works on the bottom edge, because I was testing that particular collision style. Now, so this is where the collision happens. We do not need that anymore. Perfect. Vector 2 mouse position equals get mouse position. That works great. So, float intersection Y. I don't know. But we actually want to get rid of this. We don't want to draw the line quite yet. Cast collision found equals all. Yeah. So. So. We want to. Well. Okay, so say there's two there you go through and you're detecting a cast line. Oh no, that won't work because we need to save the position of the closest one to the player. So we could just use the distance formula to so we could get 4, because for every block there's going to be 4 potential places that it could pass through, or 4 potential lines that it could intersect with. So what we could do is we could get all 4 of them, and then we hit them with the distance formula to figure out which one's closest, and we use that. So I'm gonna do that now. So these I'm just going to change. No sense in declaring new variables or writing more code, because writing code is bad. So I'm going to continue with these awful variable names. So bound line point bottom, or no, I need the top ones. Top left. All right. And just for consistency's sake, so we need to fill in these. Looks like it was new. I'm also gonna just tab these in a bit. I could probably do that with the equals instead of the. I want the code to look pretty. It doesn't need to look pretty, but I really want it to look pretty. Look at that. And then a space, and then backspace, and boom. Look at that. Now, It's only kind of not in the same goddamn whatever. All right, so top left is actually going to be the easiest one. It is entity.bounds.x and entity.bounds.y. Capital Y. Perfect. And why'd you do that? Nope. All right. Now, the top right will have the same y coordinate, but the x coordinate will be plus bounds dot width. So there you are. We have all 4 points. Now we compare. This here is comparing the bottom point. This guy here. There's comparing on the bottom line. So all we need to do is, I really should make a function for this, huh? This feels like something you would have a function for. Sounds like a lot of work. I mean, it's probably the type of thing you would also put in, and I don't, does it need to be a global function? So what does it take in? It takes in an entire entity, and I guess all the player and the mouse buttons. I'll just do it later. Well, no. That's bad. So, So, 1 second, just the off screen here. Does this stream look fine? Oh, that looks awful. Oh wait, it came back. I mean, Google, that looks fine to me. So we're actually gonna not do that thing you said. I'm gonna do my own thing. Perfect. I don't know. Maybe it'll look like shit, but it's running at a decent bit rate. So I don't think it's running at 2,000 kilobits. Can I can't look at anything. Okay, whatever. Any hoot. Well, actually, I'm gonna check on a different device. It shouldn't affect anything. It's not like it's gonna run over my own network. Actually, yeah, that'll be cool. Use a different YouTube client. Comments are disabled. Why? I would love to not disable comments. One watching. That's me. Quality. Where is that on here? Oh. No, that's definitely readable. Yeah, phone. So yeah. I think that looks great. YouTube is spitting some bullshit. How dare they? Right, and movement looks fine. I haven't actually looked. Yeah. Yeah, no, it is YouTube's tweaking. Anyway, should probably be a part of the player functions stuff. So public Should it be public? I'm gonna need no, because it's the only thing that can swing. Private. Swang. It takes. Is that a built-in function? Swinging. It didn't do it over here, so why is it green? Swinging? Swang? What? Alright. Yeah, I guess void. No. I want it to return a point. And points are vector. That's not. Swing. Return. And it'll be. Just gonna grab all this. Cut. Swing. Or swang. I can't in like good conscience call it swang, dude. Swing, and it takes what is it like? Takes an entity. Because I'm just, well, I don't want it to run a check every time because we're already in a check. It's already in the updating check. So I'm just going to call it swing. It's like the derivative of swing. Anyway, return call point. Nope. That is so not what I want to. Done. All right. Perfect. And swing. Just going to do that for now. It's going to be a little while before this compiles. All right. Perfect. Not perfect. Let's make all of these look normal. Oh, yeah, that's a function. So, gets the mouse position, gets the player center, and gets the stuff from the thing. So we're going to call this call point bottom. So I wanted to just select the best one out of those. So do I want to do that? I could just do it as a vector, or I guess an array in this, but this is actually not that descriptive. I want it to be called Oh, no. So, like, instead of... Oh, wait. And cast collision found equals false. No, so that is supposed to do that. Perfect. So anyway, how do I want to do this? All I'm doing is implementing the 3 other sides of the hitbox. So for now, I am just going to do the call point bottom. Let's capital B. Call point bottom. Done. I don't know where cast collision found is supposed to go. I think it's in player as... No, where is that? Because it compiled. Because I want that to instantiate the event. So I'm actually going to just get rid of these for now. This seems like a bad idea. All right. So this... So this is just saying, oh, collision found, not found. So yeah, that'll always work. And then I can just rerun with these float. I can rerun the calculations here. Right, but use different points. So well, so yeah. Point bottom, and this one, that declares it, but then this just for consistency's sake, I'll grab this. I have to piss, so I might go do that real quick. Do I want to stop streaming? Like, I don't know how streaming works. I'm just not gonna stream these. Like, no, maybe I'll keep streaming it. I don't know. I really don't. I don't know. Is there... Can I just, like... Oh, okay. And now I just go piss. I'm a genius, bro. We're back, department. I'd like to make a claim. Okay, perfect. So, just gonna declare these guys. And just declare them It doesn't matter, bro. It doesn't matter. And now they temporarily equal that. We use call point bottom vector to call point. Oh my gosh. Point top equals, and then it's actually always going to be that line exactly, based on how I think things work. But this is the part that gets all fucky. I don't remember what website I used that had the line collision thing, so we're just gonna fucking go for it. This was bottom right minus bottom left, so it's obviously going to be top right, top left, top right, and top left. So this one I can just replace every instance of the word bottom with top. Top. Is there a more efficient way to do this? No. In fact, we really are witnessing the peak of programming, because I could just do a catch-all. I could put the function in another. I could make a function that like does what I'm doing right now, right? And it would work. It would work beautifully. It would be the best function, but that would require effort. So, and it wouldn't, like, obviously, oh gosh. And the other thing is, this one is so much more error prone. And that really spices up the programming experience. Because, like, I could fuck up here. I could fuck up here. I could fuck up pretty bad here. And, like, miss one of these. Right? Which I hope is not foreshadowing. If it's foreshadowing is a literary device. Oh my gosh. Why does that do that? Top, bottom. I guess I could use the goddamn keyboard. Mouse pause, bottom, left. Grand line, and player center, and something else, and mouse pause. So as long as I can't find the word top in any of these, or I mean I can't find the word bottom in any of these, we should be good. Hell yeah. Now, obviously we don't just want the first one, right? Yeah, so when that happened, all of the stuff was there. But so all of those values are going to be weird if none of them are found. So what I actually should do is these values should be specific. So these can go away. UA top or UA bottom, and it's going to be a new float. Is this memory efficient? Probably not, but I'm using floats and not longs, so it's actually Very efficient. Perfect. Now, we grab this. We put it here. Nope, we put it here. So that is going to be the general form for all of these. Because what it's going to do is it's going to take an action if the thing happens, and it's not going to take an action if it doesn't. That's an if statement. That is fucking... I swear I know. I don't know what I'm fucking doing. Vector 2... No, it's a float. What am I doing? And it's top. By the end of this, it'll probably technically work, but it's not gonna be efficient, bro. Alright. That's kind of funny. UB bottom. Finds the point, does the thing. So. Now we take this. And this is going to be left. Left. Now, the order of those don't matter because the lines are lines, guys. So as long as I make the bound line one correct, it shouldn't fuck it up. It shouldn't fuck it up. It shouldn't fuck it up. So, oh, and all of these need to change. Bottom. We will figure that out soon. The good thing about this code, actually, is that after this, I never have to look at it again. Perfect. And bottom. And bottom. Perfect. Call point top. Oh no, this is call point left. Now, top, left, and bottom, right. Top left, bottom right. Bottom left. Top left, bottom left. Top left, bottom left. Yeah. So, top left. Bottom left. Top left. Bottom left. Bottom left. Top left. Bottom left. And boink. Oh, shit. Place under, top left. Players under, top left. Oh my gosh. Why? Bottom left. Bottom left. Top left. All right. So this should not have we should not be able to find the word right in any of this. Perfect. And this one gets a left. This one gets a left. That one gets a left. That one gets a left. This gets a left. This gets a left. And now I take this entire thing, copy it, go down here, fuck it up a little more. There we go. Right. G. GHT? Right. Perfect. Wow. I cannot fucking spell. Now, if it says left, it's supposed to say right. Has to be. And now we do that all again for these. Perfect. Now this, call point right. And then we actually do not return just a call point depending on this. So if we find a collision, we want to consider it in reference to the other collisions. So we should put that one in a special place to compare it all at the end of this. So this. So I want like an array. How do I? And this is where my I don't know how C+ works, or C sharp works, comes into play. All right. It What? Not cancel. Don't. What are we doing? You go away. You go over there. We do one of these, and now C# are arrays dynamic. Dynamic arrays. I want a dynamic array. It's a list. It's called list. Like Java? Oh, wait, it is Java. Okay. So, for this swing function, we want a list of vector 2 called call points. And this is just going to complain, hopefully, that, wait, actually, you know what? How about we fix this entire problem right now? Wow, that's a lot of code that does absolutely fucking nothing, huh? Whoa, what are we doing? Let's get rid of whatever the fuck I just did. All right? All right. This. We go all the way down. All I wanted to... Oh, wait. All I wanted to do was that, right? There was such an easier way to do that, bro. Just format document. It's done. I didn't even have to think about it. Why did I think about it? I'll stop thinking. There's only one true way. Anyway, so I take all that. List call points. If collision is found, add call points dot add call point bottom. If you find it, add it. Use of unassigned local variable. Call points. List string authors equals new. So, because it's in objects, equals new. List vector 2. Equals new list vector 2 with nothing. What's that? Désolé. It's someone putting a someone's doing something. Someone's doing something. It's the moral of the story there. All right. Anyway, so yeah, we got this new beautiful fucking list or whatever, and that should work. And then I don't want to retype it, so Control C. I guess I had it. Call point top. So into every one of these, put the this is left. What? If you're going through and you find one where it's doing the thing and it's not fucking it up, you add it. Call point left. Nope. This is the right one. This is the right one. Call point right. Now, by the end of this, we have a list. We have a list of points. Now, for each we're gonna float for each of those things, for each vector 2, what? To call point how does for each work? It's down here. For each call point in call points. Oh no, that's supposed to be capital. Oh no. Or as the whitest kids sex robot would say. Oh yeah. Call points add the bright, call points does it matter? Do I need to be doing this? No one else is going to read the fucking code, so. Oh my gosh, wait, the sensitivity on my mouse changed. Ah, there we go. Perfect. Now, I made a thing called call points, and I named it dumb. Perfect. Now all of those should no longer have red lines. What's this red line? All right, perfect. Now, for each call point and call point, I want to compare it to every other call point and call points. So that's for each. Comp point and call point. Parallel. Like I don't for each vector 2. For each vector 2 component and compoints, we're going to compare them, and we're going to compare them using the distance formula. And to do that, we need to take a float distance. And well, we're tracking the distance to the player. So we're going to go through, we're going to compare. Well, first, if comp point is equal I would have to make my own is equal, I think. Comp point dot x equals comp point dot y. Call point dot y. And point dot x. I'm fucking out of it, bro. Give me this. Break. If it's the same, if the point is the point, proceed no longer. All right. So if we're on the current point, stop doing this, brother. So now, I don't know, bro. Have I already used a list before? What did I use up here for like the Is it a list? I used a regular array. Interesting. But I didn't use the dynamic array, which I need to. Because I'll have to change that. That'll go up here. That's in dev stuff. That is very important. We need that to be a dynamic array. Because if it isn't, when we get rid of an entity, it will crash the entire game. So basically, something. Anyway, dismiss. All right. So if it's not this, and we didn't already break, what do? We use the distance formula. We use the distance formula. Square root of something. Flow distance, well, you see, right now it equals 0, and it needs a default value. And I think that value should be realistically higher than any value. How do I make it infinity? I want it to be infinity. I want to compare to infinity. And if it fucks up, I want it to fuck up bad. All right. Float distance. I'm just not going to declare anything right now. If float distance, no, because I have to compare it to the distance here. So the test distance, right, equals math dot squirt equals the square root of alright, well, I'm gonna type out a whole ass formula now. What if the distance is negative? I need the absolute value of, wait. Nah, it's good. X1, so that's call point dot X minus dot Y. Comp point dot X Can I square it? I want to square it. Oh, damn. Alright, well, we take that. Copy it. Sure, it looks fucked up. Why wouldn't it? Copy it. Multiply it by itself. We got an extra something going on. That one's fine. That one's fine. What's our problem, bro? Just distance equals... we can probably just, like, boink. Alright. Now, this has an extra doohickey. No, it has one fewer doohickey than it need. There's its doohickey. Test distance. The name test distance doesn't exist in the current context. Eat, die, shit. So the square root of the square of the difference between that and the square of the distance between these. Perfect. Now, what could possibly be your issue? Call point, call point, call point, call point. All right. Something in here is double. Oh, math to square root returns a double. If I want to compare them, I gotta make this a double. All right. Was there an inbuilt distance function? Fucking probably. So, if distance is less than test distance, distance equals test distance. Fuck you. Is it the whole purple? It is. So I can just run it the first time. Don't need comp points. So it's gonna go through. Wait. So if we just if we have distance declared out here, and we set it to the first comparison, which in this list would be... No, because I can't do that, bro. I can't do that. No. Wait, it's over here. All right. Well, now it's going to be mad because distance ain't real. But we grab the formula. We put it here, so it'll look. Oh, look at this. Compare one to every other one. No, I still need the fucking distance to be right. I'm fucking retarded, dude. What's the problem up here? It's nothing. Okay. Oh, jeez. So I need... the fucking... Oh my gosh. All right. Double distance equals that. Comp point. If I just... Oh, wait. I can just compare the first two. But what if there isn't a second one? Do I just check for, is there one? Yeah, I do. Here is there too. So I just go if call points dot length is that a thing? It's a capital. If it's less than 2, which means it's 1 or 0, don't fucking do this. So if it's greater than 2, wait, if it's greater than 1, right? If there's more than one of them, we do all this shit. If it ain't, return I want to access an array. I want to access dynamic array. Is that dynamic? It doesn't look dynamic. What is the list for then? Why are we listing? String array, string array. What is the point of list? Where did I get the word list? List, right here. They're all dynamic? Is it all? Are they all dynamic? Does that one have the fucking... Yep, they're all dynamic. So what the list is for, I don't fucking know. Anyway, something like this. Dynamic array of a collection? What is a collection? All right. There's more than one of them. Do some math. All right. If they ain't, don't. Now, comp point 1 is actually going to be... All right. I'm going to get rid of this. Oh my gosh. Oh my fucking god. Be normal. Switch to Vim, bro. I'll probably end up trying to do that at some point. You know, just by virtue of like anyway, let's see here. If there's more than one of them, which there often will be, but if there is more than one of them, we need to compare the distances. All right. Oh my gosh, why would D it oh my fucking god. I swear this IntelliSense is dog shit. All right. So this is a solution. What doesn't I like about that? 4 billion's a lot. All right. Actually, if I really want this to probably just say, hey, end in 3, or start in 3. All right. And then you go. Well, that's not as big. Wait. That's not 10 to the 38. What are we doing, guys? What are we doing? What? F. More 9s. What's the error it gives there? Huh? Justify that. All right. Anyway, that is an option because it'll check the first one and it'll be like, yo, that's way lower than this. It's way lower than that. Right? So, yeah, it's only 8x1. Well, wait. Question. Why is it 32-bit? Single precision floating point number. Whatever. Well, that's too many, but this... That's the biggest one. That is the number. Oh no, that's probably 23 9s, isn't it? Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, no, I get you. I get you now. All right. So, which one is that? So, do I just do that? I mean, it's like technically an option, bro. What's that in inches, bro? Like, we're running in 1080p. So, like, that's probably a fucking mile. It'll work. I don't have to think about it. Because there's no way, well, I mean, if it is the largest, then we're done. Fuck it. We'll just cannot convert double to wow. What's with the brackets, Chief? We don't need that shit. How many more 9s? Oh. What's the error when that happens? Single precision floating point number. Really? Really? There it is. So, essentially, I'm pretty sure there's more I'm pretty sure that right there is more particles than there are in the universe, which means it's more than the number of pixels you can represent on a screen, which means I'm gonna just keep going. All right, so we set the distance to fucking huge, right? And we say, hey, go until you find a distance that's shorter than that. The first distance you check is going to be shorter than that. Therefore, you say, hey. Right? So, like, okay, so for each of these, right, for each point, you look, hey, find a distance. And then for every single one of these, you say, hey, reduce the fucking distance. And we're good. And now, you return the point with the lowest distance, but fuck. Shit. That doesn't solve anything. Does it? Fuck. So, like, water. So, like, get rid of that for now. All right. So we look. What if I just rewrote it? Okay, so we're just gonna fucking restart. Don't need any of that. That was a lot of negativity in our lives, bro. So, if there is more than one collision point, what the fuck is your problem? Anywho, if there's more than one, we want to look. We want to compare them all. Oh shit! Wait. I don't want to rewrite this. All right. Back to our regularly scheduled crashing out. All right. Now I want to compare the distance Oh, I was doing that wrong from the fucking beginning. So that's cool. Because I don't want to compare the points to themselves. Oh my fucking god, I'm such a bad programmer. All right. I want to compare the collision points with the center of the player, not with themselves. Which means, okay, I want the one with the lowest distance. So for each, vector in call points. Go away, go away, go away. What is your problem? Range vector 2 in call points. So for each of them, I want to compare it to the player. And the player is static. We don't gotta check that. And for this, we are going to need to get float distance. We're gonna get the first one. The first one. So I want this to be for each, but excluding if no. Consistency. If call point dot y. So if the one we're looking at right now is equal to call points at 0 and call point, what the fuck is the problem there? Float and vector 2. Really? That way. And call point dot x also wait, okay, no. Vector 2 golden point we're going to set that equal to call points at 0. Right? Set it equal to the first one. Now. Break. All right. Now. The first point is that point. Now, if the distance, I gotta piss. Wazam. So if it's the first one, stop doing what you're doing. And at the end of this, we are return golden point. But now we're comparing if this function, which actually we're gonna modify. We're gonna just delete that. Let it error the fuck out. Comp point. We're calling it call point. So every time it says comp point, where it's actually the expression for player center. Oh, I can just use player center. Swank. Alright, swank. So now, if that point, so we're not using the variable distance. I think that was where like most of our problems lies. Is if we compare it and it's less than the distance for the golden point. Shit. If it's less than, we're actually just gonna like keep it on the screen. That, but instead of for player center, we do golden point. Player center, we use golden point. So if it's less than golden point, then the golden point is now that new point. And this shouldn't need that. Is there an extra? If it's less than the distance to the golden point, golden point equals call point. Perfect. And now it'll return that. 1 second. All right. Swinkalicious. So, if that does that, is there? Let's see. So now we have this sick ass function. Here, it's called swing. It's not used yet. That's because swing is down here, unused. So now, swing returns a point right now. It should not be called swing. It should be check swing. Now, if check swing entity, right? Because we're still in the So vector 2 swing point equals check swing entity. So if the button's down and you haven't found, fuck, what if there is no points? What if there is no points? It's gonna return an empty vector. Else if these should be backwards, but I don't. Dot count. If it is 1, do that. I want to return null somehow. It's going to return 0, 0 if it does that. I want it to return something invalid. Right? I don't want it to instantly return. I want it to console right line invalid swing location. So right to the console, invalid swing location. Return. Oh. You know, if in this function we mess with the swing found boolean that I made up somewhere, where is swing found? Cast collision found. If, where is that? Where does he live? And he lives in the update function. If cast collision found, so we actually want that to be global to the player. That's going to go up with these. If bool cast collision found, which it by default equals false. So, but so it's going to check this every frame, but it's also going to only ring true when the button is down, and if the button is down, if the button's down, and if the player thinks it found a collision, which we are going to want to check swing. So should check swing have 2 return values, or should it be Should this be get swing? No. No. Because this is always going to be intrinsic to the player, so I don't think it matters. So yeah, I can just oh my gosh, swing. So like swing. So like, if we look here, we're gonna see cast collision found. That's what it's called. Cast collision found. Cast collision found equals true. And it also gets trued up for here. Cast collision found equals true. Sorry, that looked really scary for a second. And this, if it goes through all of that and still manages to be false, why field access expression? Dude, balls. Why would I want it? I've never typed that. You should know, bro. You should know. Perfect. So this is called check swing right now. So yeah, check swing. It's going to, well, if I do this, right? If the mouse is down, we check the swing. We look at check swing. Or cast. If cast collision is found, I can just run this without actually assigning it to a value, right? What the fuck? Why is it? What? Why does it work here? It doesn't work there. All right. I can just run this, right? Boink. Do that. If it updates and we look at it real hard, swing point equals that. And swing point is not used, but if cast collision, well, we should check swing. No, we can set, we can do this, right? So wait, Control X. We can do this because it's going to return something. I don't know what it's going to return. Return new. You can do that. Is that not no? That looks like null. All right, whatever. Return new. Apparently it doesn't error out. And then, hey, if you did find one, right? If you did, you, my good sir, should just, you know, draw the line. Draw a line. What function are we using to draw lines? I forgot how to draw the line. I don't know how to draw lines. I can't draw lines. So raylib cheat sheet. Raylib cheat sheet. Perfect. How are we drawing lines? Let's draw lines. Draw line. Draw. Nope, not spline. Draw line. Draw line. Is that the only one? Draw line V. Perfect. Draw line V. From player dot player. Oh shit. Player from this. So I actually don't need that. Players have bounds, I think. Entities have bounds, and it's called bounds. It's just called bounds. Bounds. Draw a line from bounds dot x plus width plus bounds dot width divided by 2. Draw a line from there to this same shit. Well, I'm going to be new. We're going to make the player center vector again. Yep. New, comma, space, swing point. Draw that line. Is this going to work? I have no fucking clue, bro. Draw line B. And then it's a color. All right. It's kind of a Hail Mary. All right. I just did an hour and a half of programming. Invalid swing location. Invalid swing. What, bro? Huh? What? Oh, fuck. What is that, bro? What? Okay, wait. This is y height is equal to x height. Fucking fuck that up bad. Alright. Alright. Swank. Now. Invalid swing location. There's a lot of those, huh? Invalid swing location. Boink. Invalid swing location. It sure is checking a lot of... Oh. But if I do that... It wants to make a line to 0, 0. Probably because that's exactly what I told it to do. No, but that should be setting it false. Alright, so right now... Alright. It kind of works. Because, like, I can definitely now make lines down to the thing. It's just, it happens to be doing 13,000 checks, or at least over this. It does a check a frame. Does it? Yeah. It does a check a frame for it. So it's running a lot of math all the fucking time. But, as you can see... No? Well, is there... Oh... There's a point where it fucks up. Why does it fuck up there? It fucks up on... Oh, the right side doesn't work? Yeah, the right side doesn't work. Okay. No, we can look at that. That's almost fine. All right. Couple points. The right side. Where is the right side? Right. Player center, and then this is also... I never changed these. Oh. All right. Invalid. Yeah, it still says invalid when it's actually valid, and I know it's valid, but cool. We can now check for the line. Again, once a frame, it is going to say invalid swing location all the fucking time. Don't particularly know why that is. So there's that. Let's see. Oh yeah, Battlefield 6 is like a thing now. I've never been a Battlefield person, but all right. Anyway, I'm surprised it worked with a dumb error the first time. Well, okay. Well, now it does have like a considerably breaking error. So somewhere around this area, shit's all fucky. So for some reason, it is always looking at the cast collision and determining it to be false, while also, and this is very important, having it not be false. It is running for every single object, right? This is in the four entity and entities. It is running. So it's actually, is it? It might. All right. If the mouse button is down. So I think I can put this back in here and it'll work. So boom. Nope. And cast collision found equals false. That should have knit to false. So cool. It's not editing to false. For some reason, when I do this, it's true. That code should not... Oh, that code's never going to run. Oh, okay. Wait. So. That code will never run. So I should check the swing anyway. I should just stomach all those errors. Or not errors. They're errors. I made the error. It's my error. It's not an error if you made it. Um, hmm. Hmm. So, do I just ignore it? I, I think I might just ignore it, because it doesn't matter necessarily that it errors for every single, because it runs a lot of checks. It's checking a lot of shit, dude. Well, no, it's not. It's a computer. The computer can check as many things as it fucking wants. It's not. It's not like this is a 2D game. None of the code I write is going to slow this thing down. It's a computer. So, I'm just going to fucking ignore it. We're also going to get rid of that console.writeLine, because that's annoying as shit, and I might need it for future debugging. Now, we look. Nah, it doesn't fucking work. Because in order to do that, I would have to run it at least once, I think. So we're just going to get rid of that. So if I run this now, it behaves almost identically. And it works for all the other ones, right? It'll even... Ah, shit. What? It stays... Oh, shit. Oh, I saw it for a second. Here, yeah. So if I do this, it stays connected. Always. Now why? What? I'm sorry, it makes 2. Why is it? Wait. Oh. Okay. But if it's in there, does it? If I'm inside a block. Oh shit. Here. If I'm in a block, it'll always go to that one. Right? So, but if I'm outside of a block, wait, it is specifically choosing, wait, okay. If I'm intersecting with multiple blocks, it's not choosing the shortest distance, which makes sense because I only check for that on the edges of the things. So I need to choose, of them, the shortest one. So if we found a collision point, fuck. All right. First of all, I never want to look at this again. So we're going to take this entire... Where is it? The check swing function. Why can't I collapse the check swing function? Oh, here it is. I'm going to take the entire check swing function. Is that how that works? Oh, gosh. And now I take it and I move it to the bottom here. And I can even collapse it and not fucking worry about it. It doesn't matter, bro. Where am I? I'm right here. Here, we're just gonna format document. No, fuck. Refactor? What does refactor do? No, no. Do not do whatever you want. Go away. All right, it's done. Okay. Well, apparently. As it turns out, I don't actually know what the word refactor means, which is probably pretty important for that job I'm so desperate to get. But, you know, it is what it is. So, it's not checking for the closest one. It will draw lines to all of them. Right? If I were to make a new ground, and this obviously is also on the to-do list, so there's that. Fixing all of this and even putting it in its own CS files, but not our concern right now. 700, sure. 300 sounds great. Actually, I'm gonna make this like 800. 800, great. 300, sure. It's gonna be 100 wide and 200 tall. Perfect. So, 800. Actually, we're gonna make that like 900. No, not 900. Like, what's the furthest one over? I was gonna make it like 1300. 1300. It's 1080p. It's 1920p. It's 1920 across, so we're good. And we're gonna make it tall as shit, actually. So new block, and it's too tall. Shit. And sure, whatever. So if I have it here, right, and it's like, oh dang, if it's looking at the last one in, I think it might be the last one in its list. No, it's looking at some bullshit. So it's checking both. I want it to only check one. So when this runs and it returns a point. Don't have to look at it. This guy runs and returns a point. Now, that point, it's one of them, but it ain't all of them, right? So I think this is the behavior we would expect if we were also drawing multiple of the other lines, like with the block ones, right? So we want almost a carbon copy of what we did in the Nightmare Don't Look function, where we look here and we choose a golden point. Well, we want to call, when we call this, right? If cast collision found. If this happens, all right, we're going to make this one yellow, so it's impossible to fucking see. So if we do that, because this is when I'm also going to draw a new and improved line, but if we do that, I want to go through, well, this is happening every frame, right? So I want to go through, and I don't want to use this one point. I want to just do this, right? And now it's going to be really mad at me because swing point isn't real. So actually, wait, instead of doing that, we're going to comment that. Nope. We are going to comment that, but then we're also going to do this. So we're going to run check swing entity. We're gonna run it without having a return value. Now, that's not efficient. But remember what I said about it's a fucking computer and it can do whatever the damn well it pleases? Sure, we're going to do that. Now, I called it swing point. So swing point is actually going to be the same as golden point from before. So swing point. Now, vector 2 swing point. Now I can't say that I particularly remember what I wrote. So we're going to go down here and we're going to say, hey, what did I write? First, if there are multiple swing points, so I need to count the swing points. That is my first thing. So for each entity, for each so this will come after. This will for each check and fucking goddamn it. For each entity check ent. This is gonna end up on some Yandere dev shit real soon. Whatever. The lion does not concern himself with good coding practices. For the entity checkend in entities, so we are going to go through each entity and we are going to make a checkend, and we are going to say, well, first, if checkend if it's this, skip it. All right. For entities. And entity does not equal this is something I can just type. Entity. If checkend does not equal this, and now code. So we are going to collect a list of entities and we're going to do that up here. We're going to declare it up here. Entity check our swing ents equals new something. I don't fucking remember. List vector 2 call points equals new list vector 2 equals new list ends equals new list ends. Where was I? Equals new list entity. Boom. Now, if it's not this, all right. Well, it's always going to run, so I can actually append to this because I was about to do another check. And hold on, wait. Is it gonna check with the current entity? But I wanna do this again. So actually, I can't just append this. Awesome. Well, if I just here, now I don't have to think about it. Wait. It's gonna break out of the loop. I don't want that. If entity goes to fucking stop. Wait. I don't want to break out of the loop. I just want to, like, next. Is there a next? Continue. That's what I was thinking of. Perfect. Now, if it is all fucky, continue. And that's code. All right. If it's all fucky, just don't do any of this. We're gonna keep going. All right. If it's this, don't do shit. Now, now I gotta run check swing. On checkent. If collision found. If cast collision found, it'll update and it'll check, hey, did you find a cast collision? And it'll say, yes, I did. Therefore, no, this is dumb. So wait, we're gonna look for it. All right. We're gonna look for it, and we're gonna say, hey, if well, actually, wait, 3 other sides of the ground hitbox. We have actually done that. Yeah. Now, save when pressed is what we're working on right now. Kind of. No. We're actually we're working on an entirely different problem that I made up, or that I made. I made the problem. The problem is mine. So what we're so what we're gonna do is if fuck, this is so dumb because like the problem is I use this here and I use this here, which must mean that something's wrong. But actually, I don't think it does because it's gonna check and say like, oh, dude, you should pay attention, and it's gonna be like, dude, we found one. I think this is fine. This is fine. All right, so we're gonna swing ents dot add dot add check it. All right, we're gonna add it to the list of that. After this loop is done, we should have a list of vectors, of entities. I want a list of vectors. Vector2 was new list of vector2. Add. Now we're going to add check it. I'm going to do that. Sure, we'll run it an 8th time. This, we're going to add that. Right, because it returns a vector2. So it'll check it again. Because why the fuck not, actually? Does it need to check it twice? Well, I'm not using it as a check. I'm using it as a check here. It's like, hey, what's going on? And it's like, hey, what's going on? And here you go. But I only really need the here you go part because I didn't separate the functions. Now, if I had separated the functions, we wouldn't be doing this right now. So I'm just not going to separate the functions, and I'm going to run it like 8 times during every frame. Yeah. Anyway, so we do the check-in, and we add it, and that gives us our list of that. So now we want to go and, hey, somewhere down here we compared things based off of distance to the player, didn't we? So now for each call point and call points, but it's actually different. So we're gonna do that. We already have the golden point, but we're gonna copy this. We're gonna bring it up here to where an error lies. Hi, Mr. Error. How's it going? Swing. You don't like swing point? Oh boy, we're gonna take care of the fuck. All right. For each, and then dunk, and here. Wait. Doink. Perfect. So now, golden point isn't golden point. It's swing point. We can say call points is fine. But we want this to be in swing ents, which is a dumb name for that. Swing ent points. Yeah. Swing ent points in swing ent points. And now this will check the distance between the swing endpoints. Player center doesn't exist right now. Wow, something is not happy. Wait. I should just be able to. Oh. Oh, wait. that was wrong. Bounds.x, width divided by 2. And copy, paste. Copy. Paste. Paste. Oh, fuck, what's wrong? God damn it. How do I always do this? Alright. That was dumb. Alright. We're just gonna do this. I'm gonna grab the whole thing. Copy. And paste. Copy and paste. Now the Y one. Copy. Paste. Paste. Cool. Now we only calculate that about 1,000 times. Swing point equals call point. Perfect. But then the golden point is actually called swing point. So swing point. Swing point. What is your problem? Are we sure? Now, I'm not saying I don't believe you, but like, come on, bro. Why does it only work? Why does it only not work sometimes? It doesn't like these ones, but it likes those ones fine. What is your problem, bro? Use a possibly unassigned field X. And there's also use of possibly unassigned point Y, but I did choose an initial swing point when I declare golden point. Now, what did I use? Oh, boy, is that the question. Vector 2, golden point equals call points. Oh, that was in the this structure, so I need to do that. So equals call points at 0. So yeah, I actually do have a whole structure for that. Tough. This also could be a function, but I'm too fucking lazy. Like actually, but it's fine this time because like whatever. So now it's gonna look. It's gonna say, hey. If there are no entries and entities, then it should be fine. But this one will not be fine if that's the case. So I'm just gonna do if. Oh fuck! No, I have to do the full structure. If and I have to do it wrong again for consistency's sake. If check ent or swing endpoints dot count is less than or is greater than 1. Else if it equals 1. Well, no, else if it's greater than 1 there. If it equals 1, do some other shit. And that shit, of course, being golden point, which is swing point. What? That's not, wait, but that's not the golden point. possibly on whatever. Swing point equals it's at 0. How long is this one? Oh, that's a lot of hair, bro. What the fuck are you doing? That's a lot of hair. That's a lot of hair, bro. It takes up like 80% of my face. All right, whatever. If that gets rid of that error. I don't like the red, dude. Let's chill. All right. If swing endpoints dot count equals 1, then the golden child. I don't have a real golden child because I don't return anything. So we're gonna call it the golden point. And this is gonna be a vector 2. It's declared but never used. Let's fucking yeah. Fuck. Wait. Oh wait, no. Swing point is still. Can I just call it swing point? Well, then that should just run. Wait. Swing point equals endpoints at 0. If we do a bunch of checks and it fucks up, and one of them is better, we use that one. And then if it's not, we fucking don't. Right? If cast collision found. If we go through and we find one and it's better, we use that one. If we don't find one and it's not better, we don't use that one. So now we go here and it shouldn't have an error because it uses swing point and it's yellow. And it won't. Oh, what? Oh, that's incredible. Did it just kill itself? What the fuck? Huh? I have made a program that... Whoa. Okay. Now. Sorry, I want to watch my own instant replay on that. Cool. So... what happened? Problems. There's a problems tab. No problems have been detected. I detected one. And it has something to do with the fact that every time I... Oh. Okay. So that actually works. And now... What if it goes through multiple objects? Okay. If it goes through multiple objects, it picks the object that actually truly is closer. Now, unfortunately, if I click and it... Okay. If I click and it doesn't find one, it immediately errors out. It does not like that shit at all. But I just said if cast collision found. We're going to run check swing here all the time. This is a bad idea. So we're not going to do that. If check swing. If it finds one. And it's like, yo. It finds one and it's like, yo. Brother. Somewhere out there is one. And it's like, damn. I found it. We're going to run this code now. Does this have an else? It just... Else fucking don't. Like, Can I... How do I imprint if else? Do not fucking run any of that. Because it works. As long as you don't run all of the code. If you don't run all of the code, it works every time. So that must be an access out of bounds, right? Here, I'm gonna indulge me, bro. Index was out of range. So I'm getting an out of range index in there. Line 164. Dude, that is so helpful. 164. It's erroring here. Because if it looks and it doesn't find one, interesting. Okay, so here we say, hey, if it's not empty, if swing and endpoints dot count is greater than 1, is greater than 1, it's greater than or equal to 1. Okay, if it exists, then we run the code. If about to error, don't. Oh. It means there's no... If about to error, don't. Wait, how? Bro, what? Did you not hear me say if about to error, don't? What? Why? It does it, and then at a certain Z height, it decides, nah, we ain't doing that shit. I think it was Z height linked. Like what? Or X height, or Y. I didn't think it was height linked. Huh? And do that, and it doesn't. It just goes in, and you do this, and it goes in. But sometimes it doesn't. What happens if I do this one? It hits this other one first, and then it doesn't keep going. That is exactly the expected fucking behavior. So why does it sometimes fuck up? Is it just these? Can't be. Well, now it's doing it. Why would that be the case? Does something happen to make it want to do that? Is it the bottom edge? Is it when it collides with the bottom? No. I'm adding fucking friction, air friction. I can't do this, bro. If it's greater than 0, if it's less than 0, you're not gonna fucking believe this, but shit. You know, I really thought that would fucking work. Because we are not adding air resistance. Alright. Never mind. We're going back. I can only replicate it over here. Oh, oops. Huh? Wait, that was a weird. I didn't think I. Oh, okay. Do whatever, I guess, bro. Like, what the fuck? Why is it bad? Could it be good, please? And it'll just fix itself randomly? No, it's clearly at a certain point. Is it something about the collision there? Is it a halfway thing? Is it... Like, I know it's not a problem with the fucking thing, right? But, like... I mean... okay. Which one is drawn last? Because sometimes that's it. Sometimes it's something stupid like, oh, the last one is a special case. And you... Okay, 700, that's 700 from the top, 300 from the bottom, 400 wide and 100 tall. That's that's the this one. That's this guy. Is it? Wait. Yeah. So this is the last drawn one. So if it's gonna fuck up, it's gonna fuck up with this one now. And here, I don't want the line. Can I make the line thicker? Is there a draw line pro? Vector 2 EX. Oh, there is one. There's that. Here, I want a thicker line. And before the color is the thickness. All right. Oh, yeah, that's a line, bro. But, yep, it draws a line. And it works. Interesting. That was 2.5 hours of effort, of my brain going numb. It kind of looks like shit, but I'll have time to figure that out later. No, fuck. Ah, shit. Ah, fuck. Ah, fuck. So yeah, it works, kind of. It works enough. I guess. Oh, wait, it's blasting right through there. It's not... What the fuck, bro? It works on the bottom. It works on the side. On the top, it gets fucky. On the top, and I believe... if it's on the top, it takes priority for the top. Which I thought I didn't have to look at this function again, and yet here we fucking are. So, it checks the top after it checks the bottom. As you would expect. No, well, it shouldn't matter. But it does. Why does it think, though, one of them is closer? You know what? Hey, future me. Hey, when you're watching the stream back, all right, you're gonna want to watch like the last 20 minutes. I'm too tired for this shit right now. So, this is the courtesy notice for future me. you're going to want to look at the last 20 minutes of the stream. There's a lot of problems. I don't know how to solve any of them. I doubt you do, but I don't. So there's that. On the list here, we did none of them. So that's nice. In fact, after a full day's work, it looks just about the fucking same. Although, I mean, it's not that bad. I mean, that works. And, like, is that enough of a difference that someone would notice? What if it's a cool bug? It's a glitch. It's a glitch for the speedrun. For when this game is speedrun. It's a glitch for the speedrun. It's a glitch for the speedrun. I do want to try something. What if... Okay, what if instead of being a huge issue where I can't actually save it, it is literally as simple as that? So actually it's not. And I know it's not because the line draw routine is within this if statement. So it's going to briefly do it, but in theory... After all of this, right? Like, it's still in the same scope. It's not like it's in a loop. Well, it always ends with it being out of the loop. No. If swing endpoints count equals 1. So basically... This uses swing point, and sometimes swing point doesn't have a value. It is not that simple. Never mind. What if when it is pressed, instead of drawing the line, we just do that. We just see if it saves somewhere in the ether, and we just check the point. So we can just look at the point after this. So after this, it'll have a point. It'll be called swing point. So swing point. No, because that only... Vector 2 swing point. Because sometimes, if you don't have a swing point, it'll fuck up. So, on mouse button pressed, we just want to console out swing point.x. It's not gonna like that. That runs into the exact same fucking problem. You know what? Future me? Good luck. I'm stopping this for now. It's almost 10. It's almost 10. See? Right in the corner. Right there. It's almost 10. Here. Mouse, pointer big now. Almost 10. So I am going to go and stop streaming.